you training your shoulders super hard and consistently week to week, but you're not growing your shoulders and you're only getting joint pain? Today I'm gonna show you a joint-friendly workout that can grow your shoulders without killing your joints. Before we get started, I'm gonna note that so many people tell me that free weights and pressing hurt their shoulders, so this workout is primarily about doing machines and cables, which I found to be a lot easier on your shoulder joints, and that can actually grow them. We're gonna start the workout off working our rear delts. So this is probably the most neglected, quote unquote, head of your shoulder. People tend to, spam lateral raises and presses, front raises, but they don't work their rear delts enough. But rear delt is what's gonna give you that big roundness to your shoulder. So we're gonna start the workout first with those so we can give them the most attention. So I'm doing a cable pull apart, super strict for 15 to 20, and then we'll roll right into a superset with chest supported partial dumbbell raises. So I know I said we're gonna do a lot of cables. This should be the only dumbbell movement we're doing today. And it's gonna be a partial range of motion so it doesn't crush your joints. So cable pull apart. I want these pulleys set at shoulder height. Arms are semi-bent, not fully like that, semi-bent. Pulling and just squeezing that rear delt. I'm not trying to pull all the way back like that. I'm stopping just short of that so my rear delts can take the work and not my traps. So we're just going 15 to 20 here. So let's say that's 20 for me here, that's 20. Letting this weight down, getting those rear delts burning, and rolling right into these chest supported partials. So on this one, I want to let everything kind of roll forward. And I'm doing here, the weights are heavy. So these are 30-pound weights. You want heavy weights here because we're only coming halfway out. Here, back out. Here, back down. So we're not coming all the way out like we would on a big range of motion, but we're going heavier weights and we're going higher reps. These tend to be, for me, 25 to 30 reps. Because you're gonna notice the theme today with training shoulders in general is you want higher reps. So we went 15 to 20 on the cables, and we're rolling right into 25 to 30 here, just really trying to get those rear delts on fire and burning, get them working, get them growing. So that's superset number one. We got the cable pull apart with that chest supported rear dumbbell fly. Next up, we're gonna work our side delts and our front delts. So we got a machine lateral here. The form here, I got pretty good weight on here, but the key with laterals and shoulders in general is keep your form tight, keep the tension on that shoulder. So how we're gonna do that here is we're just coming shoulder height and I'm squeezing for a half second, I'm letting down slow. Squeeze, coming down, nothing's out of control, everything's on that side delt. I'm keeping my head tilted back a little bit so my traps have even more reason to stay out of the motion for me. So I don't wanna come all the way up here, that's gonna start getting traps. Shoulder height, back down. So we want 15 here of good form, squeezing to the top, then we're letting it down and we're walking to what I've been doing a lot lately is shoulder press off of a calf raise machine. So I'm gonna show you that one. So this calf raise machine, you wanna make sure it's obviously got the two shoulder pads where you can press from. We don't want anything out wide. We want elbows tucked. Anytime we're pressing, we want our elbows neutral. So that's what this calf raise thing is good for. We're here, pushing, letting down slow. Push, and again, same theme as that lateral raise. My weight's not heavy, it's just enough so I can get 12 good reps, and the burn is insane on my shoulder joint. We're not trying to do heavy presses here. We're just supersetting a press with a lateral to work the front and side delt. If you don't have a machine lateral like I just showed you, you can use a cable lateral. Since the theme is to do cables and machines and keep the joint stress down, you can do a cable lateral, or you can do, if your shoulders feel fine doing dumbbell laterals, throw those in. So that's your options if you don't have a machine lateral. If you don't have a standing calf raise machine to press off of, or if it's just awkward to press off of it, come do a machine shoulder press with those elbows tucked. That's the key when you do any pressing, is your elbows should be here and not out wide. So that's your two options if you don't have either one of those, shoulder press or calf raise or lateral machine. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have tons of videos on there on how to grow your stubborn shoulder. So if you're finding this video helpful, the other videos on how you grow your shoulders expand even more. To finish up, we're gonna give those rear delts a little bit more love. Plus we're gonna focus on some exercises for shoulder joint health. So if your shoulders are banged up, this is a great way, this superset's a great way to not only work them and get them to grow, but also to improve the health of them. So we're gonna start with 30 band pull aparts. What you can see here is I'm just ripping 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm ripping these pull aparts, okay? What you don't want to do is let it come like this. We don't want slack bend. We don't want this. We want tension. So just short of that bend, go slack, pull back. So we're going 30 of these, working those rear delts, the infraspinatus, all that stuff that your upper back and your chest supporting muscles. And we're going right into 10 over and back passes. And again, if you've never done these, it's going to be super uncomfortable on your shoulders, because it's a range of motion your shoulders never do, but it's also something that's going to keep them healthy because you're working them in that range of motion that they never do, to keep speaking on something I've just said. But we want 10 here, over and back, okay? Dropping that down, we want 30 pull aparts, 10 of those, and we're getting a pretty hard bend, micro mini bend, going around our wrists, and we're going to find a blank space of wall where you can do spider crawls. So we want to do on these spider crawls, spread your hands as far apart as they can go. We're on our fingertips. I'm leaning forward just slightly. I'm going to take 4 passes, or 4 touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 pass. We're going to do 5 passes, keeping this band pulled apart as far as you can to keep the tension on those shoulders. So let's just say for me, this is my 5th pass. And again, even not doing all my reps, my shoulders are on fire. So a lot of people are gonna see 2 banded exercises and think it does nothing for your shoulders. But I can promise you, when I started doing stuff like that, those banded exercises, my shoulder development took off a little bit more than it was already. So again, you're gonna grow your shoulders, but the added benefit of working your shoulder stabilizers, which in my opinion is why a lot of people have such jacked up shoulder joints. Their shoulder stabilizers are weak. So this superset is gonna knock out or fulfill both those needs of getting your shoulders bigger, but keeping them healthy and actually making them healthier. That wraps it up. Short and sweet. Well, I say short and sweet. It's not really short, but it's only 18 sets. But you got to realize your shoulders are a small muscle group. They don't need 24, 27, 30 sets like some of the bigger muscle groups. You get 18 good sets, really focus on your form, and I promise you, your shoulders are going to blow up. If you like this video, guys, and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. As always, stay swole.